And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Slot man moves right. And the play clock's running down. They'll run it with Bell. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Going deep here for Bryant. It got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Bell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets it down to the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this 1st down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
Fourth down. Here's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 32 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down. At about the 23-yard line. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. To throw on second is Simeon. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down.
Here we go now. Boom,
3rd and long. It's Simeon. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 61 yards. First down at Simeon. Screen pass to Charles. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Simeon now on second down. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. On 1st and 10, Simeon. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. A strong running. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Denver Broncos, they missed out on the playoffs for the second straight year. Their offense coming back onto the field here, and that's coming off that Super Bowl 50 win. I don't know that we expected them to go back-to-back-to-back or anything like that, but I certainly don't think we saw them missing the playoffs the last 2 years, right?
No, you're correct on that one, and a big part of it is what's one of those old adages in sports? The defense travels, and defense is a constant. Well, the Broncos' defense has been exactly that. I mean, look, they were 3rd overall in total defense in 2017. So the idea that they're going to drop to that type of a record with a defense that good, that just tells you about all the offensive struggles they've had.
Yeah, we mentioned the quarterback troubles, and just 5-11 in 2017 for Denver. A first down carry here for Charles. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
On second down, here's Simeon. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Charles getting the handoff from Simeon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's Simeon. The catch is made. Benny Fowler. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Simeon on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Here we go now. Here we go now.
On 2nd and 10, Simeon. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. They come out here in the eye. They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Jamal Charles taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers. Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his team?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner. Joe Hayden with it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff. This is Charles. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Simeon. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Arthur Moats in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. They are going to go with Simeon. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off, it's the... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the press, diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Following the fumble recovery, Simeon. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester. That's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Roethlisberger going to hand the Bell. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Shift together here from the D-line. The give is to Bell. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Play clock winding down. Here's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant, and he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. A give to Bell. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And the play clock's running down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. And now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll look to throw. A over the middle, complete. That's Charles. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to throw. A dump off for Charles. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They'll hand it off. This is Charles. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. They'll look to throw. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go back to the ground now with Charles. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's Bell, and he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Bell, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here.